That's where we're at, everybody. We're gonna go, and we're gonna go hard.
I don't want to do this, bro. I'm tired, Brandon.
I know.
Too damn bad. We're shaking. Oh, fuck. This looks like soy sauce.
That's what he said.
But it smells like chocolate cake.
It does.
That's not bad.
It's not bad.
And it
It's
tastes.
not what we ordered,
It's not.
but it's also not bad.
I like how it doesn't taste like chocolate, but it has notes. It smells like it, so it hits your senses there, and you taste it. It's not like, oh, you're drinking chocolate milk.
But it's a whiskey.
Yeah.
Yeah. Whiskey.
A whiskey.
Surprisingly, it's good. I would love that in an old fashioned.
Yeah. Yeah. That's what I was thinking last night.
Some of the almond bitters.
Yeah. Once I tasted that last night, I was like, you know what? This would be good in the old
Or the
fashioned.
walnut bitters. Black
Or
walnut.
to make the Freddy. We
Yes.
already have the chocolate and the whiskey.
There you
We
go.
got the mezcal there.
Somebody ordered a screwball old fashioned a day or two ago.
Screwball is one of my most hated whiskeys.
I don't think it's that much off. Or do you not like peanut butter?
I like peanut butter. But
I've had that.
Screwball
That
is
was
just
good.
overly
I like
rich for me.
I like
It
it.
is.
I like
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, I guess this one's not as sweet.
Yeah,
I'll give you that.
that's my only problem with screwball. Like literally, when you take the cap off,
Mhm.
you can see the sugar
Sugar,
drive
yeah.
around the top of it. So to me, it's too sugary. You know?
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hi everybody.
Oh, hey,
Oh man, I stepped on his.
You did. It's okay.
I did.
Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of the podcast. We pull back the curtain and give you some insight on what goes on behind the scenes of your favorite bar and restaurant. We like to call that the industry perspective.
I don't think the industry perspective went through, but
Jesus fucking Christ.
it might have. I just
Why
didn't
did it
hear
not? You didn't hear it?
Not that last part.
Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of the podcast. We pull back the curtain and see the insight on what goes on behind the scenes of the restaurant. We like to call that the industry perspective.
What's up, motherfuckers?
There we go.
Huzzah!
Huzzah. You definitely need a new catchphrase.
Look, man.
I'm not gonna lie. That's always my favorite part is waiting for you to say huzzah because I know you're gonna lean into it.
No, one, I'm gonna lean into it. Two, why I lean into it is because I half forget which one it is until the moment I say it, and I'm just like, oh, all right.
It's your catchphrase.
No, but for a while I was like, I'm just gonna say something different every week, and then you're like, no, I like huzzah, and I was like, okay,
Yeah.
and then now I gotta remember which one is it. Huzzah! What's
All right.
up, guys?
Shit.
I don't know.
How are y'all doing?
I don't know. I think I'm still
just
going.
gonna say-
I feel like we're like in
Yo,
a silly mood.
Fucked up right now.
I feel like
I'm
I'm
Yeah.
not gonna lie. Like I'm not fucked up, but I'm tired. Fucked up.
I feel
Oh,
like
no,
I'm
oh,
going
for
through
sure.
It was a
veins.
long weekend.
Same,
Long
same.
veins.
You guys ever wake up still drunk, but like have to do shit and like have to like
All
go
the
to
time.
work? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Phenomenal. Yeah, that was me Saturday. Saturday I had to open the bar. I left work Friday night. Somehow ended up across the street at
Yeah, of
your
course.
spot. Somehow, some way.
Which,
And
I apologize for interrupting, but
Yeah.
remember Thursday when I saw you were there because I was looking at pictures.
yeah.
And I was like, oh, I'm gonna go in and say what up to you, and then
Yeah.
I ended up there for like a half an hour.
Yes.
And then me and you both looked at each other like, we need to get the fuck out of here.
This is what the fuck happens.
Because people started like coming in,
Mm-hmm.
and it was a lot of single women, and we both looked at each other like, yo, we need to go.
And we started seeing people that we knew, and it was just like, no. I don't want to do this.
Yeah.
I don't want to do
And
this right
dead
now.
ass, you were in front of me, and one of my homies walked in. He's like, "Where you going?" I'm like, "Home, nigga. I don't want to be here." I was like, "Bro, I have to leave. If I don't
Yeah.
leave right now, I'm not leaving."
Yeah.
He's like, "Man, I only came here to see you." I was like, "All right, well, I guess you got to pick another bar because I'm not staying."
Was that the guy we did like a shot with, or did we do a shot with? No, we didn't do a
No,
shot
we
with.
took a shot with your homie.
Oh, right,
yeah,
right.
Me, you, and your homie.
Yeah.
Shout out
Jeffrey.
Jeffrey.
Yeah.
It was a
Jeffrey.
shit.
Yeah.
Shout out to him. We'll definitely have him on like ASAP.
Yes, sir.
ASAP. We just gotta get the schedule together
Yeah.
for that.
Yeah.
What's the? Sorry.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
You talk about your weekend.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
yeah.
stepped on that.
Oh yeah. Friday night. Yeah, went to your spot for a minute, and then I was like, because I got out earlier, because I came in earlier, I worked earlier, and so I got off, and so I was like, I hit your spot too early. So then I was 3 rounds in, and I'm like, oh shit, it's 9. I can't do this until 1. Like this is like the pace is just not gonna sustain. So I left, but then I just got up with other homies elsewhere. Just a long night. Whoop de whoop. Next thing I know, I wake up. I woke up at like 7 because I had to get back to my car to get back home so that I could change and get to work by 9 a.m. And so like I come into work, they're doing training for the new bartenders, and like I'm just like supposed to be setting up the bar around them. I was like, hey motherfuckers, I'm you.
What's up, motherfuckers?
Yeah. It's just like this is you're getting, and then luckily this is what saved me. The bar was mostly already set up because of the training, so I didn't have to do much around that. So that was great. And then like they wanted me to act like a guest to kind of like train the new bartenders, which is great. But then like my body was just not there, or my soul wasn't there. I had to go make we have like a Bellini slush machine in our spot, and so I had to make the premix for that. And then dude, and like I just was like not with it. So like I make it, and then as I'm putting it up, something happens and the shelf falls and half of it ends up on the fucking floor, and then like I have to mop it. And then my homie who was opening with me, he was like, Rob, what's going on? I was like, I'm just a fucking mess right now, man. I'm sorry. I'm just a fucking mess, and we're gonna get through this. But this is
You go into the walk-in and just kind of
cry. No, and then like it was just one catastrophe after another, and then I got off of work a little early. Had to zip it across town. My homie was getting engaged, so he actually was proposing to his girl, which was like, it was one of the most lucky. By the time I got to that restaurant, I was actually coming to, and I was actually a fully formed human being by the time I got to the restaurant, and was able to partake in like, okay, cool, now we're in a good place. But I was dying all day Saturday until I got to like my homie's engagement dinner. That was cool. Sunday was pretty chill, just work. Until I realized it was the BET Awards in LA. But I will put a pin in that for now. I'll put a pin in that.
We're definitely sticking a pin in that one.
How was your guys' weekend?
Friday was cool. Nothing out of the ordinary happened. Saturday was actually one of my favorite events. It's called Crystal Nostalgia. It's really like a lot of.
I don't know. I just always wanted to do that. This is with that little hiss. I'm sorry, man. I'm in a silly goose. Go on.
You being a silly goose today?
Yeah, I'm a silly goose.
He's a silly goose.
I'm just pushing through lack of sleep. Go on.
Saturday is our Crystal Nostalgia event, which is cool. It's the music they play is like vaporwave, synthwave, retrowave, and then a little bit of hardstyle, dubstep, and a bunch of other shit. But it's all like anime and Final Fantasy music, like Kingdom Hearts type shit that they mix in, and really, it's a really dope event. And the crowd, I talked about this before. They're nice, they're cool, they're sincere. It's a lot of nerds.
Hell yeah.
The crowd looks like what you expect Reddit and Discord moderators to look like.
Okay, that sounds a little gross.
It is, especially when they don't shower.
Oh,
Bro,
no.
at one point, I was walking by to like pick up glassware, and I just get this whiff, and I'm like, oh, that smells like ass.
And that's how you showed up to the party.
Dude, honestly, I just thought to myself, what the fuck? How do you not, at least a baby wipe, something like that.
Throw some Axe on that shit.
Right? Axe body. I know they got Axe. They're fucking nerds. I'm a nerd. You still got to shower.
Yeah.
Fucking, if you don't want to put on deodorant, shower or something. And I heard one of them say, I was outside like picking up glassware, and one of them said, yeah, I just can't wait to go home and play video games after this.
Aww.
What are you doing?
Aww.
What do you do? Just go. Why are you here? I mean, they were nice, whatever, but goddamn, some of y'all need to fucking shower, especially the nerds. One of the customers brought it up, and he said, man, some of these people smell, right? And I'm like, thank you. Yes, it's not just me. And he said, how come their friends don't, like, their friends don't tell them anything like that. I said, no, their friends are all online, so they never have to smell their friends. And even if they do meet up, they all probably smell the same, so they're nose blind.
It just kind of.
So they won't smell it anyways. And he said, is it mean or rude to tell somebody like that they need a shower? I told him, I'll tell you this, it's mean and rude to subject others to your stench.
100%.
I told him, it's like when you have food in your teeth and nobody tells you, and you go home, you're like, fuck, how long was that there for? I'd rather have somebody say like, hey man, you got a little, oh shit, cool. You know?
Yeah, you hit your friend, like, it's your friend. Like,
same thing with shower.
I will say that one of my favorite things that women do when they don't like the way something smells or someone smells, they just fucking announce it in front of you. Like, yo, somebody fucking stink right now. And like,
who died?
Yeah,
who died?
and if you are the person who is in the vicinity of that and you hear that phrase, if you don't for even a fraction of a second think like, is it me?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that just shows like true oblivious nature to that, to your own sin. Because even if I know I don't stink, if someone just blurts out, yo, something stinks, I'm doing a pit check.
I'm finding a secret way to just kind of like,
I'll do like the cough, like
yeah, or I do the forehead.
That's so fucking obvious. There's nothing secret.
Like I'm sweating. It's like, or you know, I got long hair, so I'll do this.
There's
like,
no one actually wipes their brow like.
I do.
There you go. Like,
yeah, I looked at them on this one. That don't work.
That doesn't even work.
It works for me. I don't give a fuck what y'all say. I have my way of checking myself.
No, it makes sense to check you, but I'm just like, people know you're checking yourself.
Good, let them know.
Okay,
that means I care.
That you care.
I'm
letting
them know I care. Like,
but there's nothing secret about it.
It's not that I'm gonna watch it. I'm just like, you know, like.
Oh, you don't make the noise?
You know, one of those.
You go, oh man, what a long day. You do the inhale like, boy, I'm tired. Golly, what is this shit in hand?
That's that indicating acting you learn from off of Disney TV shows and shit.
Yeah, no, I don't go that far. I think I had it well. Fuck y'all.
do like that fucking classic bit that Marvel does, where it's like you do the pitch check and somebody's like, "Hey, they're right behind me, aren't they?" Hi guys.
Yeah. For real. The stench is behind me, isn't it?
They're right behind me.
Yeah.
The whole time.
Yeah. Was that like the rest of your weekend though? Just smelling a bunch of nerds.
Yeah, just fucking
nerds. Your whole bar smelled like a comment section.
Yeah, it did. Almost.
That's bad.
Only some of them though. It wasn't like the whole building smelled, but just certain pockets. It was just like, goddamn, fucking.
I went to Comic-Con. Well, I went to LA Comic-Con and it didn't smell bad.
That's surprising.
Really?
That's surprising. A lot of people say that. They need to put on deodorant or some shit.
Oh.
Maybe it's just pockets.
Yeah.
Alright.
Just pockets.
Word. Interesting.
I want to go to Comic-Con.
Shout out to the nerds. We love you.
Thanks.
Our comment section is gonna be like, fuck all you guys.
Yeah,
I smell natural.
Dude, I get it. Some people don't want to do deodorant for whatever the reasons. But shower.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know people that don't do deodorant, but they still maintain good hygiene so they don't smell.
Yeah, absolutely.
So you smell like ass. You haven't showered in days. You've been sitting on that fucking racing gaming chair. And, you know, goddamn. That's all I gotta say about that.
Yeah, I didn't have any of that this weekend. My weekend just fucking flew by though.
Yeah.
Mine just flew by. We were semi busy Friday. We were busy as fuck Saturday.
I'm dope.
And then yesterday was just kind of mid or whatever. But the whole weekend we didn't have a bar back. So that hurt a little bit.
That's annoying as fuck.
Yeah, that one hurt. Our bar back was just like under the weather, like legit under the weather. He's Mexican. He doesn't mix the day that he's supposed to work. Fuck that. He's gonna be there. You know what I'm saying? To the point where he literally came in and was like helping to set up, and they sent him home because they're just like, dude,
bro, you're not.
Nah, you shouldn't be in here today.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, like it wasn't anything that was like contagious. It was just his own like little health issue.
Yeah.
And that definitely put us behind the 8 ball a lot of the weekend, was not having a bar back, because you got to go get your own bottles, which our liquor room is on the opposite side of the opening of the bar.
Yeah.
So if you don't have, like, if a manager or one of your other coworkers isn't standing next to the liquor room and you can't ask them for it, you gotta go all the way around, go through the crowd, go get it. You know what? I've thought about doing that.
Get a running start from one end of the bar and just.
But if you miss it and you trip over that bar,
and that's why I haven't done it.
That's your ass all fucking night.
And too many people know me.
Yeah.
And they will not let me live that down. If I fall on my face in front of a fucking guest, like, it's over for me. I gotta retire. I won't even be on the show anymore, bro. I'm just done.
Hey, you're the guy from the show. No, the guy that fell on his face.
Yeah, the guy who busted his shit trying to get a bottle. Nah, I can't be that guy. Actually, that reminds me of some shit that happened a long time ago. I actually did fall on my ass in front of a guest.
Oh shit.
Back at Gypsy Bar, back in the day.
I remember. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, like, so this particular bar, the liquor room, was like kind of far, relatively speaking, and we were in the middle of like it was either a Friday or Saturday night, but it was fucking slammed, you know. And wait, why is mine not working? Hello. Okay, the fuck was going on there? My audio went out. I don't know why. Anyway, we were like super fucking slammed or whatever, and we were going through. I still remember to this day. It was a Don Julio Reposado. We were like running through it that night, and because it was so fucking slammed, and someone ordered like 5-6 shots, you know, some high amount. I was like, well, let me rush and go get it. I'll just run to the liquor room and go get it. I'm not running, but you know, I'm moving pretty quick.
Yeah.
And for some, I don't know if it was just like wet on the floor or whatever, just before I got to the liquor room, my feet just went out from under me and I just went straight into the fucking wall.
Holy shit.
And this dude was standing there. He was like, yo, you good? And I was like, yeah, man, I'm alright.
Yeah,
like,
I'm
you
good.
sure? Yeah, I was like, yeah, I'm good. He was like, slow down, bro. I was like, I wasn't even going that fast. That's the problem. I just busted my shit.
It sounds like a very cartoon style way of falling.
Bro, my feet were in the air.
Oh shit.
Like legit. I felt it. Because I slip.
That was pretty good. That was really good. Do you do ADR? Do you sound effects?
Sometimes.
Work. Okay. Sorry.
Yeah.
Go
But
ahead.
no, I mean, I was just saying that was my weekend. Like honestly, it was pretty chill. No drama, no bullshit. You know,
Word.
just sort of running the weekend. So I was pretty excited for that. You know, not to have anything crazy happen for once.
Cool.
Yeah.
I'm gonna address the whiteboard. This happened over the weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
This guy, I don't know what it was. He was on one. He was on 4, actually.
Yeah.
He came up to me, like a lot of people do, and say, "What's your strongest thing you have?"
Oh Lord.
I said, "You can take a shot." He's like, "Ah, well, it's funny you say that. I just had 4 shots of 99 like 45 minutes ago, and I don't feel it." And I'm thinking to myself, you will, or you probably do feel it. Like you said, that's the shots talking.
Yeah.
I don't feel it.
Absolutely.
The shots
Yeah.
talking. That's them. That's not you. You're
Yeah.
checked out. This motherfucker orders a Long Island from me, and then when I take his card to pay, by the time I turn around, it's done.
No.
He inhaled that shit. He's like, "All right, thanks."
How
Talk
big-
about super gremlin.
How big is this guy?
He was about your height maybe, but like he said he was like 230 pounds. I
Wait,
don't
why did
fucking
he
know.
tell you
maybe
his
less.
weight?
Or 100, I don't fucking know. He wouldn't stop talking about the shots though. Every time he came into the bar, he just kept talking about how like he doesn't feel those shots and this and that.
Wait,
Then-
99 bananas?
Yeah,
Do those exist still?
Yeah,
Yeah.
of course they do.
Oh,
they sell them in the little personal ones, the little
Yeah,
shop bottles.
I haven't seen
You
those.
used to go to any gas station, you'll see
Oh,
them.
I see the empties all the time.
Yeah, you walking down here, you'll see them.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, 99 bananas. He was bragging about it, and he wouldn't shut the fuck up about it.
Wow.
Even my coworker was annoyed. He just kept talking about it. He had maybe 2 or 3 more Long Islands where he did that exact same thing. He just,
What? is
all right,
this
thanks.
guy's problem?
And then he goes off. Bro, like you said last week about that other guy, he was a ticking time bomb. However, I will shoot him some bail. He never got messy, but he just got more annoying. Like he wouldn't stop talking. And
Okay.
mind you, the music's loud, And my coworker's getting annoying because he can barely hear him. He's like, dude, I can't hear what you're saying.
Right.
What do you want?
This isn't the place for a long conversation anyway.
Man. And then the last Long Island he ordered, he drank it before he even paid. And my coworker, he told him, he's like, you have to pay now. He's like, oh, okay.
What the hell?
Dude, I don't know. I think it's a trait of Long Island and adios drinkers. They
go too hard.
They're menaces. They're gremlins. They're demons. They're just these creatures from this underworld. They just come up and I don't know, man. It's just
Jesus.
This feels personal.
Dude, I'm not gonna judge somebody
I'm
about
just
what
giving you your ISO right now to just really express yourself.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna judge somebody by what they drink, but when you just
But you
drink
just
that
did.
shit,
You just did. We did.
no,
That's
but
what
when
we
you
did.
inhale that shit, bro. When I tell you I gave him his drink and he gave me his card, it does. It's maybe like between 5 to 10 seconds.
No, it doesn't take that
And
long.
I
to
turn
smoke
around
the
and it's
card.
gone.
Yeah.
Bro, I just put that down. I
Yeah.
turned around for like 5 seconds. How did you? Are you okay? You
Yeah.
did that 3 fucking times.
Yeah, that's
He didn't. He didn't
insane.
sip on it. He inhaled that shit.
That's insane.
I don't. And he used the straw, so there was like he was pacing himself. But honestly, if you're just gonna inhale it like that, fucking toss the straw.
Pace
in.
that was. It sounds like NASCAR
Yeah.
speed. If he had a
Probably.
straw and he still finished it that quick.
Dude, I didn't know somebody could drink that fast through a straw.
With that, I'm like always like, what's your mission? What's your goal? What are you trying to aim for? Like that.
Trying to get fucked up. But I don't
Yeah.
understand why you want to get to that level of fucked up.
Like, Like what was it? Oh, you guys don't have TV, so it's not like a sports or anything like that. Like a sports event.
Speaking of, that was something I noticed when I moved out to LA. There's
What?
not as many TVs and bars out here
No.
because they want you in and out. They don't want you sitting there all day.
Yeah.
Like working in other cities and other states, TVs are like a prerequisite.
Yeah.
You gotta have a TV.
Because like it's about people setting up shop and like kicking it for a minute.
being there for a while.
And here, I mean, this is the only place I've
Here
actually
it's
worked
just
in bars and
turnover.
restaurants, but it's more about the ambiance of the place. And if it's not that, then maybe it's a dive bar and they probably have TVs, or maybe it's a sports bar. But I feel like so many places in LA, it is about the sports of it. Because I know any restaurant I worked in, because I worked in a gastro pub before my current place, and like you get to January and it's like dead until Super Bowl. And then after Super Bowl, then you might get a little pop with March Madness. But like, yeah, like sports kind of more or less dictates.
I will say that I'm happy that I don't work in places that the whatever's happening with sports dictates whether or not we get this.
Yeah.
I will say I'm very happy to be far enough away from that because working in places that did have TVs, that did play sports, you get certain people who come in there and they're just not the people you really want in there. But they're like, oh, I want to see this game, or like a UFC fight or something.
Yes.
And it just like I remember
Bird Gang.
Yeah, I remember back in Seattle there was this one guy. He would come to every UFC fight, and that's the only time he came in, and we all fucking hated that dude.
Yeah.
He was just such a pain in the ass, and he was just really fucking loud and just really rude, but always talking like he's a UFC fighter. He's like, oh, you know,
I could have went pro.
Yeah, he's one of those guys, and it's like, come on, man, your time has passed.
That's the thing.
I could have went pro, man. I could have went pro.
For sports, for me, because like
Fucking elbow,
I
man.
think I notice the most with March Madness because I worked in a gastro pub that had like 6 TVs, and you'll have people come in and they want to dominate and tell you what to put on all 6 TVs in the whole fucking restaurant. And I'm just like,
Bro, just
my
like
God,
NFL TV.
pick a game that you want to watch. We'll give you that TV. Make sure it's on that.
Right.
Like, yes, there are other games and we'll put them on, but like they want to dictate. No, we need North Dakota and Utah on this one, and we need this one, and I'm just like, bro, it's like 11 a.m. I'm just coming into the day.
I'm not
need you
doing all
to
that.
Calm down. Yeah.
Or you get the people who sit in front of the TV and they think that I own this TV for the rest of the time.
Oh yeah.
Or say they want this one particular event on or whatever, but they want it on every TV, and then you change it, and they just lose their shit. I was watching that. You still got 2 other TVs.
Yeah, you're good.
Or you got the one TV.
I'm sorry that
these
you
people
get
over here, they want to see
that
this. I'm sorry. Yeah, exactly. Like, we have to do this now. I'm sorry that doesn't work for you, but I'm not changing the TV back.
The only people that usually got away with that were the regulars, but they were the cool regulars where they don't really care, but if nobody else was there or people come in,
Right.
you know, they're spending money. Some of those regulars would get away with it. I would let them get away with it because it's like, yeah, you're cool, I enjoy your company, we can chop it up. You're hogging the TV, but it's not an issue because you're gonna be spending a lot of money here. Like
Well,
you're drinking, you're spending money, this and that. So yeah, it's those people that get the one drink.
I mean, well, that's even on like a macro scale because it's like most of the things that people ask for in a bar or restaurant. Like, I'm not upset to actually give you that. It's if you ask it in such a way that you demand it, you have the privilege over that to demand that you own this TV. Then now I'm just like, I kind of don't want to give it to you just because of that type of like that posturing that you're doing. But if you're chill and you happen to be a regular and just like, hey man, if you have a second, I'm trying to watch this game, because that happened with like the NBA finals, and like I'm talking about the game starts at 5:30, so it's not even on. People were at 5:20. I had 3 separate people at the bar ask me to put the finals on, and it got to the point where someone was just, and I had it up to here with it, and so someone was like, "You don't care about sports, man?" And I looked at him and was like, "No, I don't care about this game at all. It has no effect on my life. Matter of fact, I guarantee you, this game has no effect on your life either."
I hope your team loses now.
And then and then he was like, "Well, I actually used to play NBA." I was like, "Well, that's great, man. I don't know, man, but like when it turns 5:30, we'll get that game on for you." But yeah, it just was, But like, I'll get the game on for you. But like, if y'all are like telling me like clearly I'm doing a lot of stuff, I already told a manager they're going to get to it. But then also in LA is a thing because award season is like a big thing in LA.
Yeah.
So like people come out to watch Grammy Awards and Oscar Awards and Emmys and Tonys just like they would a sporting event, which is like interesting. And apparently last night people come out to the restaurant to watch the BET Awards at the restaurant. And I didn't know I worked at a place that was going to put the BET Awards and the audio on the TV.
Yeah,
and I was the audio on the speakers.
The audio on the speakers to hear some muffled Lotto just shaking her shit and singing whatever song she sings. I'm sure she's a great rapper. Shout out to Lotto if you're watching this. Love you, Lotto.
Yeah.
But I don't need your actual like BET performance on my TV while I'm trying to bartend. And I mean, it got fucking ratchet, guys.
Yeah.
It got. Well, so here's the thing. It was like up the street at the Crypto Center. So like people that were at the award show that were tired of being at the award show would leave and just come kick it at our bar or restaurant. It was a whole thing. And or people that couldn't get into it, because it's also a thing of you like trying to get into the award show. And people that couldn't get in would just be like, oh, I guess we'll just drink and eat in the area. And so they would end up at our bar. And it just was, it was a level of ratchetness that is reserved for the Waffle House. And my restaurant is not a Waffle House. It's not.
Y'all don't serve hands over there?
We don't serve hash brown or like, no, it's and it's nothing.
No knuckle sandwiches?
No knuckle sandwiches.
Damn.
Yeah, and
nobody there's had to catch a chair.
Yo, that shit was fucking nuts.
That ultra instinct ass fucking movie.
That's exactly what that was.
Yeah.
Yo, but like the book of like she had done that before, because I think if I did that, I would have been like kind of surprised at myself. I'm like, oh shit. But she caught it and was like ready for the next one.
Yeah. She's like, throw another one.
And I was like, oh my God.
Yeah.
It was probably part of their training. It's probably part of Waffle House's training.
Have you seen any of those memes that people make, like the videos of
No,
that?
I have.
Yeah.
When they talk about like how to train Waffle House
Yeah.
employees. You know who does that a lot? You guys ever heard of RDC World, Supreme Dreams? They do like a lot of spoofs and skits on like, especially NBA.
No.
Well, it's this guy named Mark Phillips and like his whole crew. Like they do a lot of parodies, especially when it's during NBA and NFL. They do like, oh, LeBron in the locker room after this. They're funny as shit.
Yeah.
But
I've probably seen them just in
Yeah. I showed it to you.
Yeah.
Okay.
They do a lot of that, a lot of those spoofs and memes. Like whenever shit like that is trending, like they have a whole thing where it's training Popeye's employees, and then
For
he's
the
like,
chicken sandwich release.
bro, they did this whole bit where it was like, the customer comes in, and is like, oh yeah, can I get this and that? Damn, here. Can I get some extra sauce? Damn, how much do you want? Like just like real like fucking
shit.
aggressive and shit.
Yeah.
And they do a Chick-fil-A one where it's like, yes, here you go, sir. Sorry we're a little late, so we went ahead and got you the new iPhone. And then if you don't mind, we also just went ahead and trimmed your grass. Like that was a Chick-fil-A employee like customer service.
Yo, yeah, they are.
It's funny as shit.
Hospitable.
That's wild. My favorite Waffle House like meme video or whatever was it's his brother. He sits down and he's like, all right, man, like let's get this interview going, this and that. He's like, what kind of hands you got? He's like, let's go out back.
Throw ones.
He's like, we're gonna go out back and you're gonna throw hands with such and such. Depending on how long you last against him, that'll depend on what shift you get.
Wait,
if you beat him, that's the only way you're gonna get to night shift.
Is this like game?
Yeah, that was the way the video
Yeah,
was.
he got jumped in.
We gotta see what kind of hands you got.
He jumped into
Yeah,
the
it's
Waffle
like,
House.
if you don't have hands, we gotta put you on the day shift. Like, that's what he was saying. That was my favorite one.
Oh
I
man.
can see somebody
You gotta
say
run
that.
the ones in the back of the Waffle House with the employees.
Well, no,
Yeah.
you gotta be ready to rumble if you're gonna be working night shift at the
absolutely.
Waffle House.
Absolutely.
My thing is like, why do customers want to fight with people that have knives and spatulas and a hot grill right there where they can just do some like John Wick shit and just,
Oh yeah,
you
no.
know, they got knives,
Yeah.
pots and pans.
I think it's because of the nature of Waffle House. It's very small, it's very cramped, and everything happens right in front of you. So there's this feeling of like there's no separation between you and the cook. So then you get people who go in there at like 3, 4 a.m. They've been drinking all night. Now they want to eat, but they expect their food to come out quick as fucking
Yeah.
possible. It's like 50 of you walked in at the same time.
Is the Waffle House like the hood hibachi?
I'll give you that one. Are you okay?
I'm good. I killed myself, but I'm back though.
That was good. Oh god,
Yeah.
red hibachi.
That.
This is like it's just hash brown. Now I don't like the way you're making that. You want to deal
What you
with
trying to
that
say?
shit?
What you trying to say?
Yeah.
We had a place similar in Chicago, like a suburb of Chicago. It was called Johnny's Grill, but it was more of like a neutral ground.
Wait,
So it was
fly colors there.
nah. You would go there and people of like opposite neighborhoods or whatever they had
Yeah.
beef with. It was like a DMZ, just like a demilitarized zone, no beef, whatever. You go there, you ate, you do that shit in the parking lot.
Yeah.
It was just like this thing where
you
people
don't
knew.
fuck up Joey's or whatever. It's
It was Johnny's. It was
Johnny's.
there, and because everybody would be like,
Like
nah,
that.
take that shit out there. It was like a neutral, safe space. It was really cool.
Switzerland.
It's like you walk in, it's like weapons restricted. You can't pull them out.
Like you gotta check your gun at the door.
Something,
Yeah.
honestly, yeah. They didn't have security there. It was just like this known thing.
Oh, that's
That's what's up.
crazy.
I like that.
Yeah,
Though.
it was
Yeah.
pretty
I
cool.
like that.
If people respect it and there's no security to actually have to enforce it,
Yeah.
like that's dope.
I like that. Which is
Yeah.
how
It was
you
good.
end up being able to have nice things. You
Yeah.
don't fucking destroy it.
Because it was like the one place that was open 24/7. You could go,
Mm.
and the staff was cool. So there was always one waitress and one cook, and it'd be busy sometimes, and people were just chilling.
And you just accepted it.
You just accepted it. It wasn't
That's
like, where's
dope.
my share? It was everybody was just chilling.
That's
Yeah.
interesting.
It was like something in the air in that building where it made everybody peaceful.
That's what's up.
I would not expect that.
Yeah. I mean, it also to me sounds like the people who owned the place and the people who ran the place actually took into account where they were and tried to implement the right
I
culture
don't know.
for where they were.
I think way before they probably had some beef there, and they just took the person's corpse and hung it up there and be like, let that be a lesson to you. Anybody want to start some shit here?
Or maybe maybe just connected in like the streets and like
Yeah, probably. In that area is definitely.
yeah, like the owners might be
traumatized.
connected, and so people just like understand like don't.
It's Chicago.
Yeah.
It's definitely.
Well, shout out to Johnny's.
Yeah.
Yeah, for real. And shout out to the people for implementing the right culture.
Yeah.
Stepped all over my segue there. I'm trying to move us to the
Yeah,
next
yeah,
topic.
yeah. Yeah.
So, I know this is something that I really, really feel passionate about, which is making sure that you're setting your team up for success and setting your guests up for success.
Mhm.
So, I know we've had this conversation, but if your restaurant or bar or whatever is in this area, then you need to cater to the people that are in that area, as opposed to going into that area and then you're telling people, well, this is what we do, and no one wants you to do that because nobody else around there does that, and no one wants that. You know, it's just going in and just saying, nah, this is my thing.
Right.
Nah, dude, that's not gonna work. And then you see all these restaurants fucking fail, or these bars fail after whatever amount of time, and they're trying to figure out why. Well, you picked a bad location and you picked the wrong concept.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I know how I feel about your job. I feel like it's in the wrong fucking place, but I've always felt that way about that particular chain.
Well, okay.
I'm just not a fan.
No, you're not a fan of the chain, but where?
But it's definitely not. It doesn't fit exactly where it's at.
Where would you put the chain in LA?
Closer
Hollywood.
to Staples.
Okay.
Over there.
Okay.
Because there's that one restaurant that's like on that corner of 12th or whatever.
Are you talking about like that?
I don't know. It starts with an F.
I can't remember.
Yeah, but like
Fleming's or something like that.
yeah, something like
Okay.
that. I could see Joey's being next to that or in that area. That makes sense. Where it's at, bruh, I'm not gonna pay fucking however many dollars for a steak while letting the homeless guy with no pants on stare at me eat it. Like, I'm sorry. Like, why would you put that kind of restaurant in front of the metro?
I didn't ask for extra meat. Get a dinner and a show.
Boo this man!
Fuck that. Did that one to myself.
No, it was good. It's
Take
just...
that goal away from him.
Yeah, you get a dinner and a show.
Yeah, it's just it's too much for where it's at.
It's a lot going on over there, and
hold on. Actually, you really do get a dinner and a show because there's a lot of motherfuckers out there dancing for no reason. For reasons.
They have their reasons.
But like, you really do get a dinner and a
Matt
show.
is always a reason.
Yeah. You see people dancing and shit.
Yeah.
And just
You see people jacking off too.
I have not seen that. Thank God.
Eat your meat while watching somebody play with theirs.
Oh,
Hey, you started it. I just hate how the homeless out here will make eye contact with you while they masturbate.
I have yet to. I
haven't
want
experienced that personally.
Man, I have not made the eye contact because it feels like they'll steal my soul. Yeah, it's like a dog when they're taking a shit. Like, you don't want to look at them while they're doing it because they're looking at you like, why are you looking?
Yeah.
You know,
if I was
these
unhinged
motherfuckers
enough-
are on the street doing that, and they're like, well, what are you looking at?
Nothing but like you're doing something really crazy in front of me
If
right
I was
now.
unhinged enough, I'd be like, fuck it, competition, let's go. Gotta out crazy the crazy if I was unhinged enough. But I'm not.
How close are you to being that unhinged? Like, if you had to say, like, how many pushes, like the Joker, like, you know, everything just needs like a little push. But like, how close do you feel like you are to that push where you're just like, let me out crazy that particular scenario?
I think
You're
my
like
breaking
one traumatic event.
I'm one homeless person spitting on me or something like that away from just like, you know what?
Oh,
Fuck
pretty-
it.
that's
I'm gonna do
pretty
this
cool.
too
That's
now.
different. Yeah, that's
just or them
That's
like
different.
bumping into me because I do my best to not just homeless but everybody. I'm like, fuck it. You guys are getting out of the way. I'm just gonna, whatever.
Yeah.
But I'm that close because I do so much to get out of people's ways. And if you out of your go out of your way to get in my way, yeah, fuck it. I'm just gonna break right there.
That's fair.
And then you just go like,
I see you
everyone's
pissing.
getting it now.
I see you pissing. I'm gonna go stand and piss right next to you. Fucking sword fight. Let's go.
No way.
Fuck that. You're gonna make me walk by and have to see that? Fuck it. I'm gonna inconvenience you too now. I know it sounds a little harsh. These are jokes. I get it. A lot of people have issues, and you know they don't mean to be homeless. I get it.
Absolutely.
These are jokes.
These are jokes.
Please, come on.
That is
Stay here with me. But
that
I'm
is
just
a funny
saying.
Visual, though.
I'm just saying. You
get in on this.
If I had to step outside and step in human shit,
Yo,
bro, I'm a.
walking in
Oh,
LA
shit,
is
right
like
next to
walking through a fucking minefield.
Yes.
You don't know what
You
you're
have to
saying.
look down.
Is that
Yes.
water, piss? Is that poop? Or
Is
is it human poop?
Or is it
Or is it a slushy?
Bro.
Never fucking know.
The amount of people that have dogs and they just let their dogs shit. Where are the people that call people out on that shit? You ever seen those people that do like the shopping carts? Like where they call people out for leaving their shopping carts wherever in South
Oh,
Town?
no.
Okay, well, And you've seen like YouTube pranks where they go and mess with people and shit.
Yeah.
Why don't you do that with people that let their dog shit and don't pick it up? Go mess with them. Pick it up and throw it at them.
I've called people out when I see it, but
Yeah.
I'm not downtown. Is like I
You gonna leave that shit
I
there?
have grass close to where I live, and that's where I'm just like, yo, because
Just
I got to step across that grass, and that's when you really don't know what the fuck you're stepping in. Like I can see it coming, but yeah.
I know we're like
really want to assert your dominance, you'll follow them home and shit in front of their door.
While looking at them with the same
No,
dog
just
face.
leave it in front of
Just
their
stand-
door.
just-
Oh my god.
yeah, bitch.
Now the shaking jowls.
Yo, we went way off the rails. now.
Yeah, we did.
So culture.
That had nothing
Yeah,
to do with
it
bartending
bars.
culture.
But it had a lot to do with LA.
Honestly, but we got there because literally, put your restaurant in the right place.
Yeah.
Yes.
Please.
Or know the area that you're, and like make sure that your restaurant is feeding the need of that particular culture
Right.
and where you're putting it. Yeah. Well, yeah, we spoke a little bit specifically about like just making your cocktail menu, right? Because like for instance, my restaurant, we have a couple bartenders that like to make cocktails that are a little bit off the menu, but they're making them for a guest based on like what they say they really want, and then the guest ends up loving it, and that guest becomes a regular. But because of the way that my particular restaurant is set up, which is a little more corporate style, they're very much like, no, we want this guest to be able to walk into any one of our locations and get the same exact experience. And it's just like, okay, but like we're giving them the best experience they could possibly have.
I to this day, I will never understand the thought process of someone saying, well, I went to this restaurant in this city and it was like this, so now that I'm in this city, I want it to be exactly the same. Why?
Why would
Yeah.
you want the same thing? Don't you go to different areas to,
Experience the
indulge?
culture, yeah.
When in Rome, right? You
Yeah.
don't want to go to LA, have a drink there, and go to wherever Canada place they are out there.
Right.
And be like, have the exact same thing. No, you want something from that area. That shit's so fucking stupid.
Yeah.
Also, that thought process and that model of having to do everything uniform, but then they want you to also be the bartender and talk and this and that. It's like, do you want me to be a robot or a person?
Right.
Pick one. I can't do fucking both.
And that's the issue.
I don't understand that business model and that thought process. Like,
It's a
they want
conflict.
you to be robotic, have
It's
everything
conflicted.
flushed and the same, but then also have a personality, but not too much. It's like, what do you want?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Figure this shit out.
Because I see like guests come in and they love this
Shit's a
person's
fucking
drinks
conundrum.
because she and or he, I
They
don't know,
them?
but
They.
no, because they actually do get shit from like managers and from upper management because it's like, well, there's no way to account for all the things you're doing in this drink, and it's like, okay, make it count or like
Fuck out.
or make me charge them more money or whatever, but like I gave them exactly what they wanted and they walked away like really loving this drink, really loving me, their time here,
Which I
all that
thought
type of
was the
stuff,
point, right?
which is the point at the end of the day. But it's like on the inventory side and the upper management side, it's like we can't account for it, and
I have to do my job as a manager.
we have,
Grr.
bro, no, like
I have
literally,
to input numbers.
I'm in
into-
conversations where people are just like, we're out $120 worth of watermelon this week. How do we answer for it? And I'm just like,
Bitch, that's your job.
I don't
You figure it out.
You answer for it by ordering more. 'Cause
Yeah.
We obviously need it because we went through $120 worth.
Why don't you come back behind the bar, do some shit, and then you can tell me. I don't fucking
yeah.
know.
So it's like you said, it's very much a conflict of just protocol. Yeah, is what I've been experiencing. But we talked about this even creating like a bar
Right.
menu.
Well,
Yeah.
when you're creating a menu, take your dick out of it. Too many bar managers are trying to suck their own dicks with their menus.
Oh.
They want you to be like, oh, I made all of these cocktails on this fucking menu, so I'm so fucking fantastic. Where
Sure.
you get these chefs where this restaurant is their concept and their names all over it. Like, I came up with this because I'm that person. I'm that big of a deal. It's
Yeah.
like, no, you're not.
Shut up.
Your sous chef is probably better than you.
Probably.
You just got ahead of them. So
Right.
shut the fuck
You just
up.
went to school
Like,
before they did.
for real.
Yeah.
And half your dishes ain't even that good. Or like a bar manager making, say you got a cocktail menu that has like 10 cocktails on it.
Mm.
And 5 5 of them don't even make any sense, but they were just like, well, I want to do this.
Or it's like, it's what I like. So everybody that lives in this area that comes to this bar will probably like it too.
Yeah.
And it's like,
because I like it, and I
Right.
said so.
yeah.
Like, who the fuck are you?
This was
Yeah.
imported bone marrow from France. So we use this and that, and you make that into a cocktail. I don't
Yeah.
fucking.
Let me show the world how creative I am.
Yeah.
Yeah, the world doesn't care, dude.
We said this before, how craft cocktails and like gimmicky shit is kind of losing it to people. People just want their 2 touches and that's it, because it really doesn't matter unless you go to a place that looks like a place like yours where that's kind of advertised. Like you guys
Yeah.
have this creative thing, but goddamn, that shit, I really do see it losing its appeal.
Oh, yeah,
People are
absolutely.
just like that's a lot. Just give me my fucking drink, man.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
it's
It
got
takes
ways.
longer.
Yeah, you got all these fucking ingredients. And again, one place that I know is known for that is the Wolves. Haven't been there yet, but they're known for doing shit like that. So you go to a place because you know they're having some fantastic shit. I wouldn't work there.
And I will say this,
But-
because I do know the person who made that bar program, and I know how talented they are, and I know how much thought they put into their cocktails.
Mm-hmm.
That is a whole different thing.
Yeah,
Because I've had
absolutely.
conversations with them. Actually, they were the first person who hired me here in LA. And on my first shift, they sat me down and they said, "What do you think of the menu so far?" And I was like, "Oh, it's complex. It's different." And they literally said, "So this is what this cocktail is. Like, these are the ingredients. This is why. Because I want you or the guest who's drinking it to feel like they're having this experience. Like, they had one drink on the menu that when you drink it, it's supposed to invoke the thought of ceviche. So they had all of these ingredients. So then when you take a sip, it did taste like ceviche.
And that's
It was amazing.
And that's
a great
worth
concept.
And they
the
made
extra.
so many extra cocktails to be like, well, this is tasting like this and this is tasting like this. But they also let other bartenders add to the program.
Word.
You know, like so being at the Wolves, you know their cocktails are good because they care.
Mhm.
They're not
It's
just
not just saying like you said, just putting their dick in the menu. Be like, look at this.
Yeah.
Look how fantastic it is.
Yeah.
Be in awe.
Yeah.
Look at it.
Yeah, you need to treat your menus like dick pics. We didn't ask for it. Give us what we asked for.
What did you ask for?
Not that.
But like, what did you ask for that could be misconstrued for? I don't
That
know.
was for
No, you're right.
That
You're
was
right.
for our
Exactly.
female audience.
Yes.
I've never
They
gotten
know.
a dick pic, and I better not ever get one. But I'm also not sending any unsolicited because no one asked me for one. You know what I'm saying? Like,
No, I got
you know,
it.
like, so I'll never know what they're going through.
Yeah.
But I feel like it's like that. Like,
Yeah.
if I get to your menu and there's a whole bunch of shit that I don't want,
Yeah.
I'm just gonna go somewhere else.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna hang out there.
Yeah, don't let it hang out.
Speaking of hanging out there,
Mhm.
how do you hand off like a guest or a table? You know, what's like your way of doing that?
Go ahead.
How do I hand off?
Yeah.
Well, when I'm as a server, bartender, doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
Okay, cool.
I feel like it's different, but
Yeah.
Go ahead.
All right. How I hand off
Yeah.
is I just clock out and go on my break because I'm hungry and I need to go eat.
So
I mean,
that's-
there's the bar's
that's
there.
the
There's
bar.
they see the bartender. You don't see me anymore, so there's still another person there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I will tell my coworker like, hey, they got this and this, or if somebody's ready to close out or whatever. Like, hey, they're gonna give them more close out. I communicate with my coworkers, but the guests, it's like I personally don't feel like it's necessary for me to say, hey, pardon me, I'm gonna go take my 30-minute break. So and so here is a lovely bartender, and they will be taking care of you while I'm gone. So enjoy your experience, and hopefully I'll see you soon when I get back. I don't do that shit. They don't fucking need to know what I'm doing.
But that sounded so rehearsed.
So
Yeah. Yeah. couple buddies at work that they wanted us to do that.
I get the sense that my place kind of wants that type of energy.
I think it's fucking stupid. They don't care. They're focused on the person they're with. Sorry to cut you off, but now I'm about to go off. They're focused on the person they're with.
Alright, Kanye.
And
Hold on, I'm gonna let you finish.
I'm gonna let you finish.
You want to hold my mic too?
I'm gonna let you finish.
Speaking of
But
both.
I had a more tragic experience at my restaurant. No, because they don't give a fuck. They're enjoying their meal or their date. They don't need me to come in and be like, hey, sorry, I don't want to cut your guys' conversation off, but I'm going on break. Do you need anything? No,
And you
sorry.
Get the fuck out of my face.
Yeah, exactly. No, I'll tell my coworker like, hey, they just ordered food, so if they don't get that in 10 minutes, probably check on it, whatever. They don't. That whole shit of you need to tell the guests why. I'm not signing my fucking paycheck. They don't need to know where I'm going, what I'm doing, so they can ask me 10 more questions and cut 10 minutes into my break. Now I got 20 minutes to fucking eat.
I'm not gonna lie, that is fucking annoying, especially if you've already clocked out for your break. So the clock's already ticking.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then the guest stops you to ask you a couple questions, and now 10 minutes of your break is fucking gone.
Not me, man.
It
I'm
really
like that scene in White Chicks where one of the brothers is running to the bathroom. He's like, move, bitch. That's me. Hey, can I move, bitch? No, I don't exist. I am invisible. Do not talk to me. When I come back, I will give you the experience. But right now, it's like Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. Do not talk to me. I will go Mr. Hyde on you.
You sound more like Mr. Hyde and Mr. Less Hyde when you're actually bartending.
You sound like Mr. Hyde and Mr. Hiding.
Like, it doesn't sound like when you're on, like you're that much more pleasant than that either.
Look, man, the places I worked here, I built up a lot of frustration, and I work at a place where I can kind of let loose a little bit, so it's nice. And then I am able to do this podcast where I can talk about it. I feel like some people have this image of me that, dude, do you like bartending? Yes, I absolutely love it. It's great. I love it. I love that I get these stories and these interactions with people because then I get to talk about them and make content.
Right.
Don't get me wrong, I love it. I'm still gonna fucking talk shit and bitch and all this and that. And, yeah, don't get me wrong, I love it. I enjoy hating it.
Handoff tables.
We're gonna get you a therapist. We're gonna get you a therapist, bro.
I like my job, I just like hating more.
So I take a little bit better.
Yeah,
approach
you're
to
Hater
that.
first, bartender second.
Yes, there we go. That is exactly what we see here. No, for me, I don't generally do the handoff thing unless it's one of those things where like, okay, we've been clearly building rapport and chatting a lot and whoop de whoop and like, oh, I'm going on break, but like so and so is going to be taking care of me. But I have also realized because I'm great at first impressions, so I'm great at like when they come in, sit down, like, oh hey, welcome, you've been here before? No, it's okay. My name is this. What's your name? Cool. Let me get you started. And so I put my best face forward for that, and then they think I'm about to be that cheerful the entire rest of the experience. And then I go do other shit, and then when I go on break, and then it's like, I come back and I'm like, Rob, we missed you. We didn't see where. I'm just like, oh, 5 other motherfuckers back here. I didn't realize that I became your go-to person. I apologize. I didn't sign that contract, but yeah. So with that, I try to be a little bit more mindful of it, of just like alerting people that I've built some rapport with. But 9 times out of 10, it is a situation where I'm going on break. I'm taking care of a whole section of like we call it the wood, like the bar. I'm gonna like go through everybody and be like, okay, they're waiting, they're chilling. But I'm trying to set everybody up, the tickets in front of them, their names on the checks. So like I've set them up for success for other bartenders to kind of like step in there and do their thing. Serving, that's rough because like depending on someone to watch your section of tables when you're on break is the most nerve-wracking
That
thing.
sounds scary as fuck.
I haven't served in a long time, but I remember when I did serve there, I tried to avoid taking breaks as much as possible, especially if I was like a few hours in. I would try to take a break early on before I really got my tables going, but like you never could trust anyone to try to watch your tables as well as you
Absolutely
would,
right.
because I get it, like you got your shit going on too, but
As much as I despised serving, my favorite part about it is that's where I was the most unhinged. Because whenever
wait, you were more unhinged than you were as a bartender?
Yeah.
Go
Because
on.
So whenever I would do handoffs, again, I'm not gonna tell the table. I'm just gonna tell my coworker like, hey, they got these breaks coming out, whatever. This and that, I'm going on break. But whenever they would do handoffs for me, and I know nothing, I go by tables, and my manager says, hey, you check on that table? No, okay, I go. Hey guys, how are you doing? And they sometimes will say some shit like, oh, we're so and so, like, oh, they're on break. Okay, well, we're waiting for this and that. I'm like, okay, I'll check on that. That never happened. I come back and I tell them, hey, they don't have this ready. Did you order this? Yeah, whatever this. You guys don't have it. I'm like, I don't fucking know, man. They're on break. I don't even know you.
Right.
My tables are over there.
Yeah.
And I just try to make them laugh in some way where it's like, I don't know what the fuck is going on. And I'm very blunt and honest with people at tables because I tell them, I'm honest. I just say, I don't know what's going on. They just threw me over here. I'm supposed to be over there. I'm usually behind the bar. I don't know why they haven't served me. I'm terrible at it.
I'm not gonna
They
lie,
love it.
that does help though. When
They love
you
it.
are honest with the guests, it's so disarming
Mm-hmm.
for them. Like, hey man, I'm fucking up. I just want you to know I'm fucking up now. I'm gonna fuck up later. Just be prepared.
Yeah.
And it will alleviate so much of that pressure with that table. They're like, they're a fuck up. Cool. Let's see how this goes.
I tell them
like,
that every time they would ask me like, what is this or whatever, I just tell them like, I don't know. They just told me to come check on you guys.
Yeah.
Come over there. You guys, you want that? Okay, yeah, I'll tell them to go do it.
It'll be. I guess the beauty of it is you're a substitute fuck up. You're not like the main fuck up that's like dealing with them the entire experience, but you're like tapping in as I'm gonna be the fuck up for this 30 minutes, but then I'll tap out and then I'll let the main overarching fuck up continue to fuck up for the rest of the experience. So it's not all on you necessarily.
bro, I want that on a shirt.
Temporary fuck up.
Substitute fuck
You're
up.
the substitute fuck up.
Yeah.
Substitute fuck up.
And I make it work for me. So that's probably my.
You're leading into it. Okay,
Yeah, it's
cool.
like my only thing that I would say enjoy about serving is that just fuck it, I'm gonna lean into it. I hate this. I'm gonna let the table know I hate this, and I'm bad at it. Come to the bar when I'm bartending. You'll have a better experience. And they have a couple
Be
shots.
honest.
Yeah. Fuck it, man, I'm not gonna be a robot. In my rebellious way, it's like telling my managers like, stop putting me as a server. I'm not gonna give the experience you want because it's not what I do. It's not. I do this shit behind the bar.
Nah, that's fair. If this is what you're good at.
I don't want to carry fucking shit. I'm gonna spill it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna bring the shit to the table. I'm like, hey, can you guys grab this? I'm gonna drop it.
Bro, I can barely take one of these shots without
Dude, fucking shit.
You want me to hold a tray? It's one of my least favorite things is holding a fucking tray. I hate holding a tray. Especially if there's wine glasses or coops on it.
No, coops. The
Oh.
martinis.
Well, no, for me it's the wine. Because our wine glasses, like, got the long stem and everything
Oh,
like that.
yeah.
You're walking with it. One wrong move,
Yeah.
all the weight's at the top. Yeah.
Well, that's right, because you guys have
We have a couple
small
cocktails
trays.
that go. Well, yeah, we also have small trays too.
Oof.
But we have a couple cocktails that go in the wine glass, but it
Yeah.
fills the wine glass. It's not just wine where there's that empty space.
Right,
and so
right,
there's a base.
Right.
All of the weight is at the top.
That's great.
And say someone darts in front of you the wrong way,
Yeah.
or like my bar, I'll go around the bar and there's this small little walkway.
Yeah.
And someone will be standing there and I kid you not, about 70% of the time, if I have to come through, some motherfucker takes a step back as I'm walking.
Right.
And I'm like,
Why?
Stiff
like,
arm.
Why
come
not?
on, man. Be aware of your
Stiff arm.
surroundings.
Why
Stiff
not?
arm.
Nah, I want them to run into me and I want them to knock everything over so that
Still
they can
arm.
feel bad and then I have to redo it. But then, like, I don't get angry. I'm not like, oh man, you ran into me, you knocked this out of hand. I'm like, okay, that happened.
Well,
Cool. And they're like, oh man, I'm sorry. Nah, don't worry about it.
It's
We'll
cool.
just make it again.
that's right.
Cool.
We're back at one.
Yeah.
Okay, so
So
they'll do this
when I come
again.
back through here, you're not going to be in my way this time, though, right? Yeah, I mean, like that's how I do it. Like,
It's a learning. It's a learning
Yeah.
process.
don't
It's
make
a-
me hold the tray. That's the moral of my story.
But handoffs, yeah, no, it's. I tell the coworker, don't really tell the guests whether people think that's bad or good. I don't know, man. I don't think it's necessary to tell the guests that you're gonna go take shots at another bar
Because they're driving you insane.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I'll
Now,
just tell
I
them.
will say that I do my best. Obviously I'm going to hand off to my coworker,
Mhm.
but depends on two things: whether or not I will let the guests know that I'm going on break. One,
Is she cute?
No, I don't give a fuck about that.
Okay.
One, have we had a prior dialogue, especially
Right.
if you're a regular? Because you know, I have some people who come in to visit me in my bar and they don't even live in this state. So when they're in town and they come to visit, I'm like, man, you came in right when I'm going on break, so let me at least let you know I'm going on break. I'm not on third because like, yo, dude, you came here to see me, or you came here to see me and some other people. I'm one of those people. Like, I'm gonna give you that.
I'll definitely.
Obviously.
Yeah.
The other thing is, how far are you from where I'm standing at that moment? Like, if
the machine's here for me to clock
if
out.
I'm over here at the bar and you're on the other fucking side to where like I'm gonna have to double back, I'm not doubling back.
No.
I'm not gonna go all the way over there just to tell you I'm also leaving the venue, and you know such and such will take care of you. Like, there's like you said, there's another person here. You can go talk to them. They will take care of you. We're all capable of it.
But I want you to make my drink. Well, you gotta wait 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm not gonna stay here during that time. I have to take this break. You know, which I want to say this as like our last thing because this is something that really bugs the fuck out of me.
Okay.
When someone comes to close their tab with you, and you weren't the one who served them, and so they're like, "Oh, I need to close my tab." And I'm like, "Okay." And then they just look at me like, have I served you at all?
Yeah.
Have we had any interaction?
Mm.
I don't know you.
Yeah.
You know, and then I'm like, all right, well, what's the name on the tab? Like, what's the last name? For one, I get 50-50. They give me the first name, even though I said, what's the last name?
Nice.
Or, and this is the one I hate the most, they know my card. I didn't ask you who else knows it. Or you could have just went to them. You came to me.
Right.
You asked me to close your tab.
Here.
Help me help you. Don't walk up to me and be like, can I close my tab? And then be like, they know my name. Do you not? Did you forget it?
Did you get amnesia the way here?
I fucking hate
Can I add on to that a little bit?
Yeah, please do.
The person that comes up to you, or like when they're sitting at the bar and then it's like another round. And like you haven't actually interacted with them at all. And I'm just like, I'm looking at an empty glass that at least 6 drinks come in. Mm-hmm. What was in that before?
Yeah, another one.
I have no idea what that is.
Shaking the glass. Worse,
when you ask them, they're like, I don't know. They made it. So now I gotta go talk to them about your drink.
It's a process.
You didn't even pay attention to what you ordered or what was made for you. It's different if it's off menu.
Sure.
Like, off menu, I'll give you that all day.
Yeah, because like clearly they got their thing, they did their thing, and
you tell me that.
Yeah.
Cool. I'm good. Like, hey, they made my drink. I don't know what they made. It's not on the menu. Cool. Let me go talk to them.
And half the time, I'll just say like, "Yo, can you just make that thing for them?"
Yeah. Or give me the specs.
Yeah.
One of the two things.
Right.
Especially
but like, if you just like another one, and you just like, figure it out.
Were you tasting in the air?
Huh?
Were you tasting something in the air?
No, it was just you guys were going off, and I just got a little distracted. I wanted to see how much sugar was.
Are you taking your 30 minutes right now?
I just got distracted. I'm happy. Don't let me distract you.
Nah, man, cool. Just gonna take your break while you're on the show.
That's your world, you know what I mean?
So, speaking of closing other people out, this isn't on here, but just reminded me.
I almost dropped that like that. That was fucking dangerous.
How much time we got left?
We're gonna close this up now. So
okay, never mind.
No. Say your shit.
No, it's more. It's like a more. It's another discussion topic. I didn't know we were.
Oh,
yeah, so I'll just say
okay. Well, then we will save that for next week's episode. And until then, wait, we still gotta take the shot, right? Or
sure.
We just go ahead and just
no. Whatever.
Yeah, we'll not take a shot at the end of this.
Sweet.
I don't want to.
Oh, okay.
Until next time.
Bye, guys.
Can you go ahead and stop, please? And then we'll take like a fodder.
A who?